Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to my channel, and it's time to do PSVR the wrap-up weekly show in which I'm taking all the biggest PSVR news stories and chucking them together into nice wrap-up video, so you can just find everything in one place. But also sometimes I gonna say something about the news stories that sadly never made to my news videos. Okay, so without waiting, let's start from the new games announcement. First one was Party Pumper, and this will be coming to PCs first as early access, and then the developer gonna leave early access and also release this game for PlayStation VR. This is a DJ kind of game with a twist because your console looks completely different than real DJ's console, but nevertheless is there for you to play with. There's a lot of stuff to mess around with, and you are going from venue to venue, smaller venues, the big venues if you get better at the game, and trying to get the party going. So if you are a crap DJ, people gonna get angry, gonna start chucking stuff at you, gonna start leaving, and nobody gonna like you. But if you are a awesome DJ, they gonna be loving it, and you will be loving it as well. You can even have foam parties and spray foam at people. Very nice idea. Also, the people will be diving on stage, and you'll be chucking them out of that stage. So it's not like a DJ simulator, but more of a arcade DJ game slash VR rhythmic game. Okay, next game that got announced, and very nice game, is CYBERNETIC. Now, this is coming from the developers of Zero Caliber. I'm gonna talk about Zero Caliber as well. Also, I'm gonna talk about GORN, so quite good video today. But anyway, let's speak about CYBERNETIC. So they said it's gonna come to the PSVR in Q2 2020. This is one of their first VR games, a very well received game on PC. It's not the longest game. I'm hearing about 3 hours campaign, but also you've got that other mode, that horde mode, what you can play loads, and this is a game in which some kind of company been experimenting and created loads of mutants. When I looking at it, it gives me a bit of a Doom vibe, so it's definitely something I'll be looking forward to, especially that this company is very good company when it comes to releasing VR shooters, but also, like I mentioned, this game had very good reviews on PC. So another good shooter, definitely gonna be nice to have it in our PSVR library. Now, while we're speaking about X-Real Games, the developers of this game, let's speak about the next game, which is the one that everyone wants. Zero Caliber. They gave us release window for this game as well. So CYBERNETIC will be coming in Q2 2020, but the developers said that Zero Caliber should be coming in Q2 2020 as well, but after CYBERNETIC release. They saying the PSVR version gonna be exact same version as the game is on the PC as of now. Of course, on PC version you like a part of the special team that goes around the world and doing the special missions, because you just saving people from badness. Now, you can play this game by yourself if you wish so, but also you can play it in co-op with your friend, and I'm hearing they're gonna try to add PvP. They didn't add it yet to PC VR version, so you know, don't hope too much for it, but it might happen, it might not, I don't know, but at least we know that Zero Caliber is on the horizon, and nice to hear from them that they actually said it and proper confirmed it. Okay, and another game I want to talk about is GLYPH. Now, this is coming from the developers of Dick Wild. GLYPH is a different kind of game. Thankfully, it's not yet another wave shooter, but actually they did something different with it. You are a ball, and this ball goes from platform to platform doing hard platforming stuff and trying to pass the level. Of course, a lot of skill will be involved. This ball can do more than just jumping and rolling. It can like fly a bit and do different stuff. But what's interesting about this game is that they gonna have different monetization strategy for this game, because you'll be able to download it for free. It's gonna be totally free for you to try and play, and then you can, I don't know, I'm assuming there will be some like in-game purchases, unless they super generous and gonna give it for free, which I'm struggling hard to believe if they want to like keep their studio going. But anyway, it might be different kind of in-game purchases, but at least you'll be able to try it, and then you will know if you want to check out this game or not. Okay, next story, and we're gonna talk about Contagion VR Outbreak. So the game already released, I really enjoyed it, but there was quite few issues with the game. The game sometimes been crashing, sometimes it's not been rendering full level, and definitely there was issues with picking shit up from the floor. People been losing their nerves when they try to pick something up, and it's not been happening at all. Now, the developers listen to feedback, they've been in the forums everywhere, on Reddit, on Twitter, listened to people and taking it on board, and they pretty much straight away released patch. So if you bought the game, this patch is out now. If you didn't updated it, go and update it, because it's addressing all the issues that people had. So now picking stuff up gonna work properly like it is on the PC version, but also all the crashes and levels not loading is fixed as well. I found Contagion being super fun. I really enjoy the melee combat. I enjoy smashing zombies with frying pans and guitars. It all works good for me, but I know people had troubles with this, especially the speaking stuff mechanic. That was the most frustrating part, so I'm glad they fixed it straight away, so Contagion VR works nicely now. Okay, next story. I mentioned that I'm gonna be talking about GORN, so the time has come now. Let's talk about it. If you know, last week the developers posted on Twitter that we do trying to release this game this year, but it might be a bit delayed, we might not make it. But then of course people been asking them question, is it true that it's delayed, is it not gonna happen, what's happening? And basically what they said is, well, we kind of didn't give you release date yet, so technically the game cannot be delayed. So for me it's either gonna be delayed, or those developers like to troll a lot. They quite hilarious. It's always entertaining to read to their Twitter and how they reply to people on, you know, all in good fun. It's always fun. They not like nasty trolls, they happy trolls that make people laugh. So, what's happening with GORN then? Well, it's true, they didn't announce release date, but they did announce that they will release in winter 2019. But also they said they might not make it for Christmas, but maybe they will. So to me it looks like we gonna get GORN probably. I think they just been having a bit of fun with us once again. So if you're waiting for GORN, maybe even if it's gonna be a bit delayed, it's not gonna be by much. I'm thinking about 2 months, month or two, and we should see GORN. This game I've been asked a lot, everyone pretty much asking for it, so I cannot wait for the release and see how much people gonna enjoy it. It's a gladiator simulator. It's not the deepest gameplay, but it's super hilarious, and that's why this game getting so much love, because it's so much fun to play. Okay, next story. We're gonna talk a bit about Walking Dead Onslaught from Survios. What's happened is they announced that the game will be delayed until 2020. I made news video before a few months ago that for like hour or two the release date on Steam changed to 5th of February 2020, and then it's reverted back to fall 2019. So I'm wondering if February is the release date for this game. I think what's happened is they released the demo for people to try to give it to some YouTubers to see how the game works and that, and judging by comments, people who watched, they didn't like few mechanics of the game. So I think the developers took it on board and they said, right, let's delay it a bit and let's address all the issues that people been commenting about, and let's make sure people gonna get best game we possibly can give them. So we getting Saints and Sinners next year, and also we getting Onslaught next year. Now you might say, which game gonna be better? Those two are completely different games. Saints and Sinners, it's more story-driven game, while Walking Dead Onslaught, it's more on an arcade style, but also you'll be able to play in co-op with your friends, so that will be nice. So two different games, but if you're Walking Dead fan, you're probably gonna buy both of them. And also we had release for Stardust Odyssey, so this game coming sooner than expected. It will be with us on December the 3rd, and Stardust Odyssey, it's a game when you navigating through the merchant ships filled with treasures, but also you can upgrade your ships, and this game gonna have big colossal boss battles apparently. And also what many people might appreciate, this game gonna be supporting co-op as well, so you'll be able to play with your friends. I know there is demand for co-op games, and I know there isn't that many of them, but it seems like we keep getting more and more of them, and it's more on the horizon as well. Stardust Odyssey was announced during PlayStation State of Play 3 and took everyone's interest, especially that it's got this very nice colorful art style. The developers saying you'll be sailing across an original fantasy universe specifically designed for VR and fantasy. It looks very nice. But also another story that didn't make to the news video, I want to quickly talk about ESPIRE 1 VR Operative. What's happened is Sony announced on their PlayStation blog that the game is coming. They put it in the drop section, which means it's supposed to be coming next week, but sadly it was Sony's mistake. mistake, so let's don't blame the developers for it. They will announce release date, but this time it's Sony that messed up. This game not be coming next week, sadly, but it looks like it's really around the corner and it should be with us very soon. But how soon, sadly, we don't know. It's a bit of a shame that this game's release date getting so messed up, because it's definitely going to be a great game, but kind of suffering a bit with bad marketing maybe. But let the game speak for itself when it releases, and I'm sure when it releases it's gonna be absolute blast to play. Okay, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.